Alright, today we're going to make a little video about repairing blow molds with epoxy and using the patch. What I have here is an old toy soldier. But the only way you can repair them is with epoxy because the plastic is so thin. You can see here he was cracked around the neck all the way from the light hole all the way around to the front. His head was about to come off. So I just put a good thick layer of epoxy in there, stood him up, and then put some weight on his head to hold two pieces together till it cured. He's going to be repainted anyway, so most of that will be covered up. It's not fully cured. It's supposed to be E6000 takes up to 48 hours. It's only been less than 24, but it's holding, so I took the weight off, and now I'm going to move on to the base. Down here you can see he's got cracks here where somebody staked him down. He's got a crack across here, got a hole there, and a hole there, and a hole on the back, and a crack around there. There's not much way to weld them because the plastic is so thin, it melts so quick that you just wind up chasing holes. So I'm just going to epoxy a patch over this, and then when I repaint it, repaint the whole base, you'll still be able to see it if you look up close, but he's going to be out in the yard, so chances are nobody will even notice. I'm going to put a patch across here and epoxy the crap out of it. So let's get started. I bought a microphone, so hopefully the audio will be better than it has been in the past. Basically, all you need is some epoxy. I use E6000. What I prefer, you can use the Gorilla brand. It sets a lot faster, but it's two parts. You have to mix it, and it just generally makes a mess. So I'm going to find a piece of scrap plastic that I can epoxy in that space. I'm just going to cut a piece off of this. It's an old milk jug. It's real flexible, but it works. You basically are just covering that and then epoxying around it. So just going to eyeball it, get the general shape of it, and then trim it. This already has some red paint on it because I did some experimenting with paint on that piece before. But that's okay because it's going to be covered up with black, so that doesn't really matter. So basically what I'm going to do is put this up to that crack. I'm going to put a piece of tape on here to hold it in place, and then I'm going to put epoxy around most of it, and then I'll set it aside until tomorrow and come back, take the tape off, and epoxy the rest of it. I just use painter's tape. Put that on there, and put the tape around part of it. Then I'll stand him up. Hopefully you can still see. And instead of just squirting epoxy on there straight out of this, I use a flat piece of plastic. It's a lot cleaner, otherwise you'll have a mess all around the tip of it. I just squirt, push a little bit out, scoop it off there, and then layer it on there, on the piece. Turn it around and get in the light where I can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm going to put a little piece of weight of some kind to hold this down real good once I get the epoxy on it. It doesn't have to be real neat because you're going to go back over it with a second layer of epoxy anyway. Just put that, and then get pretty much anything that has some weight to it that you can sit on there. Let me pause the video for just a second and I'll find a rock or something to put on there. This is a candle that I taped. Where is it? Big bill.